This presentation will surround the topic of blood vessels and hemodynamics. The cardiovascular system consists of the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. As evident in this diagram, blood vessels are of fundamental importance in the human body. They appear in all areas as their role is to transport blood from head to toe. There are 5 main types of blood vessels. These include arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, and veins. The wall of a blood vessel consists of 3 layers. These include the epithelial inner layer and a middle layer consisting of smooth muscle and elastic connective tissues and a connective tissue outer covering. The 3 structural layers of a blood cell are the tunica interna, which is found in the deepest part of the blood vessel and touches the blood when flowing through the lumen. The basement membrane provides physical support base for the epithelial layer, and the internal elastic lamina, which is a thin sheet of elastic fibers. They include openings that facilitate diffusion of materials through the tunica interna to the thicker tunica media. The tunica media is a muscular and connective tissue layer, and following there is the tunica externa, which consists of elastic and collagen fibers and is the outer layer of the blood vessel. Various types of blood vessels and their functions are elastic arteries, conducting blood from heart to muscular arteries. Muscular arteries distribute blood to arterioles. Arterioles deliver blood to capillaries. Capillaries permit exchange of nutrients and waste. Postcapillary venules pass blood into muscular venules. Muscular venules pass blood into veins, and veins return blood to heart facilitated by valves in limb veins. Capillary exchange is the movement of substances between blood and interstitial fluid. Substances continually enter and leave the capillaries by 3 basic mechanisms: diffusion, transcytosis, and bulk flow. Diffusion is a fundamental mechanism in capillary exchange. Substances such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, glucose, amino acids, and hormones enter and leave the capillaries by simple diffusion. A small quantity of material crosses capillary walls through transcytosis. This method of transport is important mainly for large lipid-soluble molecules that cannot cross capillary walls any other way. Bulk flow is a passive process in which large numbers of ions, molecules, or particles in a fluid move together in the same direction. This process is important for regulation of relative volumes of blood and interstitial fluid. This process involves filtration and reabsorption. Blood flow is the volume of blood that flows through any tissue in a given time period. Total blood flow is a cardiac output, the volume of blood that circulates through systemic blood vessels each minute. Cardiac output is passed into circulatory routes to assist body tissue, and this depends on 2 factors: pressure difference that drives the blood flow through a tissue, and resistance to blood flow in specific blood vessels. Blood pressure is caused when ventricles contract. Blood pressure is determined by cardiac output, blood volume, and vascular resistance. Systolic blood pressure is the highest pressure, and diastolic blood pressure is the lowest pressure.